I'm sure you've been looking around a lot lately and you've seen that more and more houses are coming on the market, which means if you've been thinking about selling your house, you have more competition than ever. So if you stick around, especially to the end, we're going to talk about some of the things you can do to get your house noticed so you can go ahead and get it sold before prices come down too much. If we haven't met before, my name is Eric Hudson. I'm a real estate agent here in Las Vegas. And because people keep asking if they can reach out to me, I just want to let you know that people reach out to me every day, and you can too by text, email, or phone call, and we'll get back to you and help you with your housing needs. I just wanted to let you guys know that. So I'm sure you've seen it. Every single day, more and more houses come on the market. It seems like, where were all these houses 3 months ago? Now they're hitting the market. Well, we all know what happened. Interest rates started going up. It started freaking the buyers out. So now the sellers believe that they were at top market. So they started dumping their houses on the market. Well, one of the problems with dumping your house on the market, when too many people do it too soon, you create a glut. Now, in reality, we do not have a surplus of houses, so to say. We are still technically in a shortage. Not only that, we are still 5 million houses behind. But the problem is, because of the buyers all of a sudden in unison dropping out and saying no mas, it's creating an issue. So right now, the number of buyers is about 60% of where they were just a few months ago. And on top of that, more homes are coming on the market every single day than are being sold. On top of that, price reductions are at an all-time high. About 50% more homes get a price reduction every week than come on the market. And almost twice as many homes come on the market than are sold. So now you're figuring, wait a minute, I got to get in on this because I don't want to be left out. I do not want to be the person who has $300,000 in equity and it end up being $100,000 because things have been driven down so much. So let's start talking about what you can do in this market to get your home noticed so you can get it sold as soon as possible before more and more people start dumping their homes on the market, changing that economic curve of supply and demand and driving prices down even more. So when you're going in there, the first thing you need to think about, and I hate to say it, the only houses that are selling right now are the prettiest and the cheapest. So if your house is not the prettiest on the block, and I don't mean pretty as in I just know my house is better, you better get a second opinion. Just like a medical diagnosis, you need to get a second opinion because it's not what you think, it's what the buyers think. If the buyers don't think your house is the prettiest house on the market, guess what? They're going to the prettiest house on the market. And if your house is not the cheapest on the market, they're going for that too. So how do you make sure your house is the prettiest? First of all, make sure your pictures are right. Do not let some real estate professional come in with an iPhone taking pictures, unless they really know what they're doing. Believe it or not, you can take good pictures with an iPhone. Most people don't. There are even apps just for real estate on iPhone that do what's known as HDR photography. But people don't want to pay for that stuff. What you need to do is make sure they are bringing in a professional photographer. You need to have every single edge. Don't just have professional photography. Have drone photography. Have 360 tours of the house where people can walk through like they were in the house. They make those. You need to market your house like crazy. Before you even think about that, make your house pretty. If you don't have the time to spend 2 days cleaning your house top to bottom, stem to stern, did you know that people actually will do that for you? They're called cleaning services. Spend the $300 if necessary. Heck, if you don't have it, ask your realtor. I'm sure if you have a house that can be sold, your realtor wants to sell it. They are being paid for a reason. So let them do their job, which is get your house clean. If your lawn looks like a mess, get it clean. Get the grass cut. Get that scummy lawn looking good. Put some rock down on it if it's desert landscaping. You can make your front of the house look good for about 1,500 bucks. The realtor's probably not going to spend 1,500 bucks on you, but they will probably spend 300 to get the house clean. They may spend a couple hundred on the lawn. That's according to several factors. Next one, price. I keep running across this one too many times. Well, they're going to lowball me, so what I want to do is price my house at $550 so I can hopefully get $530. No. That has never worked in the history of housing. It didn't work when the houses were going up. Actually, the ones that overpriced, those are the houses that didn't sell. Even in that hot market, yet the ones who priced right got $50,000 more. It's counterintuitive. It's like the eBay effect. Set your price based on the market and don't milk your price. What I mean by milking your price, if the prices are going up, with the exception of, I've run across people who do this, but, oh, the prices are going up, I need to raise my price. I want to raise my price some more. And then they wonder why their house don't sell. Oh, the guy around the corner just put his house on the market and it's more than mine. Raise my price. He put his house on the market for that reason, because you had this price, he wanted more for his. All you're doing is selling his house if you raise the price. If he priced more than you, he's selling your house. Price it right. Now, we're talking about milking. So in a declining market like we have now, say that person who listed at $550, hoping to get $530 when they should have listed at $530 or less. Then they go a couple of weeks and they go like, let's see if we can make it work. A couple of weeks. And then they go, okay, let's just cut it $5,000. You need to cut it down to $530. Oh, can we just do 10? I want to get the most money possible. And then the market's still going down. And then they're like, okay, you need to go down to even more. Can we just do 5,000? And they wonder why their house is on the market for 2 months, when the house should have been listed at $520 in a declining market to begin with. If the market is going like this, and you're right here, you need to price right here. 1 month from now, where you're going to believe prices are going to be. Look at this. Over the past month, the price of houses decreased by $15,000. $15,000 for the last 2 months, it's decreased by $17,000 for the median price of a single family home. Can you imagine the person 2 months ago, if they had priced just $20,000 less? Those people who have been sitting on the market for 2 and 3 months, that person would have gotten that $520 instead of, they may have gotten that $530 even still. But here's the thing, because they kept milking it down, first thing people ask, why has that house been on the market so long? Come on, you know they do. They don't listen to the fact that you overpriced the house. It's just that maybe no one else wants it. You know, like that old thing about, women only want a man who's got a woman. People only want a house that other people want. If you price yourself out of the market, then people don't want your house. And then eventually, when it does sell, it sells at a discount. The statistics are out there. It is a proven fact. You get it? Proven fact. Next thing you want to do is not worry about what somebody else is making. Worry about what you're making. And trying to restrict somebody else may be restricting you. I'm going to give you a quick example. There's a house that I know of. Yeah, it's across the street from me. Let's just say, based upon the current price that they have on the house, the last house sold for $46,000 more. That's the exact same plan this year, just a few months ago. So they priced it $10,000 under. I was like, wow, that's amazing. $10,000 under the last sale. Then they lowered it by $35,000. Then they lowered it by another $1,000, hoping to, get in there. Well, I know why the house isn't selling. I know exactly why the house isn't selling. Do you know why? That they worry more about what somebody else was making instead of what they were netting. Now, it could go one of two ways. There are some agents out there who want to maximize their profit. Let's be honest, there's a lot of agents. People didn't get into this game to be charitable, okay? They're looking out for their bottom line. Some agents, they take a commission that's full commission. When they give out what's known as the co-op to the buyer's agent, then instead of splitting it in half like they're supposed to, they decide to keep the lion's share for themselves. So what's going on over there? It's a low commission on the buyer side. But we've got all these houses, and the number of houses has quadrupled, which means 4 times as much. You got more competition. When you're going out looking for a house, your realtor's going, let's see, what's this commission? I'm not saying they're doing that, but I'm saying they're doing that. Oh, these agents who give you XYZ, saying that's what they're going to sell it for, and then they give this tiny amount to the buy side. You better go and find. You can go to Redfin, you can go to Zillow now. They actually show what the commission is. If that commission is not half of what you gave to that realtor, they are screwing you for themselves. Now remember, that house is now $36,000 less than they listed it, $46,000 less than the last sale. Now, that's in a case where it was the realtor not doing their thing, because I know there are some realtors around here who do that. They take a XYZ amount, I'm not going to say percentages, and then they give out this tiny amount that is maybe 1/3 of what the total commission is, because they want more for themselves. Here's the issue. If you start going, how much are you going to charge me for this? We all know what the range of commissions are. You trying to save a little bit of money? That may have worked 3 months ago. Now it's not. You need to make sure that the other side is compensated enough where they bring their buyers to your house. If you had I'm going to say commission amounts now. Let's say you had a 1% commission you're giving out to the other side because you feel that is more than enough money. Well, they don't feel it's enough money. And all you're doing is selling your neighbor's house. You're selling the house in the subdivision behind you because that one offered more. And with reduced numbers, remember, 60%. That's how many fewer buyers we have now. Well, we have 40% fewer buyers, 6% of the amount we had before we hit this wall. There's less chance for them to make money, so they need to maximize their profit. If you're minimizing what you're going to give them, they're going to maximize it someplace else. This is just being hard, truthful with you. And the next thing is you need to incentivize buyer. Unless you have the prettiest and the cheapest, you need to incentivize the buyer. How do you incentivize the buyer? Well, number one, I don't know if you noticed this, interest rates are high. Did you know you can buy down the interest rates and the seller is allowed to buy down interest rates and it doesn't count against certain caps? Oh, $1,000. Instead of lowering my price by $36,000, buy down someone's interest rate to make it compelling for them to buy my house. Oh, okay. The next one, some of these buyers don't have the money for down payment, or some of them don't have money for closing costs. What if you can help pay those? Instead of going like, I want to maximize and have the motorcycle get, wait a minute, if you're $200,000 ahead and you give them $10,000, you still get $190. If you wait and no one's buying your house and they continue to go down the way they are, you can get $150, which is more, $190, $150. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a mathematical genius. So make sure that you're properly compensating the other agent. Make sure you are giving incentives to the buyer to buy your house because you want to get it noticed in this new beauty contest. And if you start looking at some of the rest of the videos I have on my channel, you'll start seeing I just let it all out there. You can see it. I'm letting it all out. Also, again, if you are looking for some help with buying or selling a house and you want some objective advice, I'm not going to pull any punches. You may not like it, but I'm not going to pull any punches. Go ahead and reach out to me. You can call me, text me, email me, and someone from my team will get back to you, and we're going to make sure you're taken care of. Also, if you think you got a little bit of value today, even though I may have been a little bit harsh, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It'll make a puppy happy.